Aloha kako aloha. Today we are observing Bodhi Day service. Bodhi means enlightenment. Today we commemorate and appreciate Shakyamuni Buddha's enlightenment, who attained true peace and true tranquility, truth of life, truth of human beings. It is said before attaining enlightenment, Buddha sat under the tree and decided to never rise up again until he found the answers to his questions. What were his questions? That was why we are going through sufferings, illness, aging, death, hunger, separation, human relationships, why we are going through struggles and then difficulties. He tried to his best to find answers. However, for 6 years, he couldn't attain the answers. And then finally, he sat under the tree and had a deep meditation, profound meditation called samadhi. And after 49 days meditations, finally, he found the answers. The light, the bright light shines upon his life. That is the occasion he attained enlightenment, finding answers to his question, and then finally liberation from all kinds of struggle, difficulties, but only true peace and tranquility, awakened one. The joy or happiness. When we feel so happy, when we really feel so peaceful by receiving something, what do we want to do with this joy? When we really feel so happy and peaceful, we want to share it with others. Yeah? So when Shakyamuni Buddha attained enlightenment, inside of himself, he feels tremendous, the transcending joy, the harmony, excellence in his life. Before, inside of him, he had worries, concerns, attachment or desires, yeah? But everything was turned into the joy or harmony of virtue and merits because of the power of enlightenment. So Buddha enjoyed it. How wonderful this feeling is. It's like if we throw a stone into the lake or pond, we can see the water ripples, the spread into the circle. Yeah? In a similar way, in Buddha's mind and heart, Buddha felt the joy occurs never ending. However, at the beginning, Shakyamuni Buddha had a hesitation. He had no intention to share the teaching. The reason was this teaching, or what the Buddha found, was too profound for human being to understand, too difficult, because we have human being, we have our perception, way of thinking. What the Buddha found is beyond our human way of thinking. Therefore, Buddha thought, I cannot share this teaching. It will just make people confused. However, after being asked by the highest deity in the Indian culture or in that Buddha's time, Buddha finally decided, I shall share this teaching because there are some people who are waiting or closer to this dimension of enlightenment. I shall share. Then for 45 years, Buddha shared. What the Buddha found is simply the universal truth, truth of life, truth of human beings, interdependence. Everything is connected to each other. Nothing and nobody can remain by itself. Everything exists because of causes and conditions. Therefore, if one thing changes, it will affect everything. That is becomes the teachings of impermanence. Everything is changing depending on situation and then conditions. Also, truth of our life. Indeed, life is full of difficulties. Why? That is because of our attachment desires. We do have a wish that wishing everything should go as I wish, as I plan. If not, we feel uncomfortable or upset or sad. Then, but also talking about there is a state of mind or conditions which is free from suffering or desires. How we can achieve it? That is Eightfold Path. In that way, Buddha teaching us there is a cause of suffering. Therefore, there is a result. If we can change the cause, no more result. And Buddha guiding us, if we can purify ourselves and then control our heart and mind, we can attain also enlightenment. That therefore there is the Eightfold Path. What you say, how you behave, and then what you think. Thoughts, words, and then deeds. Our actions so important. Try to say pure and then beautiful words. Try to think pure and then beautiful. That is the teachings of Buddha. Then our founder Shinran Shonin, he realized as a Buddhist, Shinran Shonin, Jodo Shinshu founder, try to do same things. Control your mind, purify yourself, and then practice every day so that you can control desire, attachment. However, our founder realized the more he practiced, he found he is not able to control his mind. Rather, this deep inside of himself, desire, attachment occurs anytime, anywhere. Therefore, for Shinran Shonin himself, there are no ways to become a Buddha. There is no possible way for him to attain enlightenment. That is the occasion Shinran Shonin encountered Amida Buddha. Amida Buddha's primal vow, which promised to save every single person from suffering and then bringing enlightenment. That is a vow is Namo Amida Butsu. This Namo Amida Butsu never require from me or never ask me to change or to be better. Why? Because I cannot do that. The more I try to make effort to be better, try to purify our mind, there are limitations. There is no perfection in my effort, intention, practice. Therefore, instead of we try to reach to enlightenment, instead of we accumulating our virtual merits through our practice, Amida Buddha, the enlightened one, practiced accumulating all necessary virtue and merits for me. That is Namo Amida Butsu, Buddha's wish. I shall save you from suffering, bringing you true peace and tranquility. Shinran Shonin said, truly Shakyamuni Buddha appeared under the Bodhi tree, attained enlightenment to share the teachings of Namo Amida Butsu with me. The reason of Shakyamuni Buddha was born and then become a Buddha is to share the joy of Namo Amida Butsu with me. There are different teachings in Buddhism tradition and then teachings. So each person get to choose what is my path, what is my teaching. Myself, I follow. I listen to what Shinran Shonin revealed to me. That is, come as you are, I shall embrace you as you are. That is calling voice of Namo Amida Butsu. So today you can see the tree. I had a chance to visit the Lahaina on Maui. And then while I was on the sightseeing, I found a beautiful large banyan tree. Then I learned that tree is looks like there are different trees, but that is one tree. From that one tree, like spreading into different branches or having roots into the underground, and then so huge and then large. But as a one tree, they sustain each other. I think to myself, oh, such a beautiful tree. And then truth of interdependence. Yeah, although they are one tree, but looks like they are existing as a different ways, yet they are one life. So they can find their life only in that shared life. They cannot exist by themselves only but one tree or roots or branch. They need each other, yet they are in the harmony. I think to myself, it's myself. I'm here today by myself, but when I deeply think about my life, I cannot be here only by myself, thanks to family, friends, co-workers, temple members, community, and the people I have never met, or just strangers who are passing by, or air, nature, so many things sustains my life. Therefore, I can find my life in this shared life. Some people may think, no, we have to be independent. We have to rely on ourselves. We have to believe in ourselves. That's true. But at the same time, fact and the reality of I can find my life, my existence in this shared life. It teaching me the power and inner peace. Indeed, I am here today because of others. This is a profound teaching Shakyamuni Buddha found, interdependence. We are deeply, profoundly connected to each other. However, as we can imagine and as we have been observing, unfortunately, we human beings fighting each other, hurting each other without knowing deeply, profoundly, we are connected to each other. Therefore, that is our ignorance or darkness. Light or enlightenment is a bright light of wisdom, truth, which dispels the darkness of ignorance of our human being, and then guiding us to see the truth of life, truth of ourselves. And if when we encounter the truth, we can see our true nature, and then our worries, concerns, or distinctive mind or judgmental mind will be transformed into the joy, the delightful feeling, because finally I am freed from sufferings and desires, and then try to do our best to find harmony in this life. Of course, it does not mean we are Buddha now. We cannot attain enlightenment in this life here because I still have my desire attachment. But difference is now I'm made aware of my self-centeredness. Therefore, try to be careful, watch what I say, what I think, and then what I do. And then Amida Buddha promised the moment when we encounter this Amida Buddha's warm embrace, will be assured to attain enlightenment when we take our last breath and then become a Buddha in the Pure Land and return to this world to guide the people who left behind. Therefore, enlightenment is waiting, yet it is not only after a life. The Pure Land of enlightenment is guiding my life today to the journey, every day, every moment, in the embrace of Buddha's bright light. I am enabled to see my shadow which is my ignorance or anger, self-centeredness, also is showing I'm receiving this bright light. So as you can see in the background, you can see the light and the shade or shadow. We can see the shadows because of the light. So if we can see our shadow, it's teaching us we are in the embrace of Amida Buddha's compassion and wisdom. So today, including myself, let us listen to Amida Buddha's teaching revealed by Shakyamuni Buddha, guiding each of us, wishing for every single person's peace and tranquility. And if we receive this joy, delighted, now it's my turn, well, your turn to share it with others, like Shakyamuni Buddha did. And then that sharing of joy is still in our life. And then in Jodo Shinshu tradition, when we feel joy in Buddha's embrace, assurance, and then comfort of liberation from suffering, and then deep inside of us, when we feel the joy, we call it Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Indeed, I'm in Buddha's embrace. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Homage to him, the exalted one, the enlightened one, the supremely awakened one. Buddha Saranam Gacchami, Dhamma Saranam Gacchami, Sangha Saranam Gacchami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Namanda, Namanda, Namanda.